All right, so I'm going to use a blanket here and we're going to find a spot on our mat. Find a little cross-legged seat. Sink through the bottom half of the body as we lift up through the crown of the head. Maybe even roll your shoulders up to your ears and then send them back and down. And then do that again. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, send it down. Let's do that again. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, send it down. Hang heavy through your elbows, pull in through your belly, really nice and tall, like you have that string pulling up through the crown of the head. And then close your eyes, take a little moment here, arrive on your mat. Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. One more time. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release it out. Good. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest all the way up to the clavicles, and then just let it all go. Start that diaphragmatic breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Maybe add that count. Inhale, count of 7. Exhale, count of 7. Just seeing how it feels today. Nice and soft. Notice if your shoulders are rising as you do that diaphragmatic breath. That could tell us that we're breathing vertically and not horizontally. And that's kind of where we want to be. We want to have that horizontal breath where we're filling up, almost like the ribs are expanding and the diaphragm is pressing down. And then as we exhale, everything comes back to neutral. And that's our pranayama practice, our breath work for today. So come into it, find that stillness, kind of do that little body assessment of how we are doing at this particular moment. And we're just noting it, just acknowledging it. Take 2 more breaths right here. You got it. And then on your next inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Turn your pinky fingers behind you, wide V. Draw your shoulders away. Good. Now from here, we're going to take that right hand and bring it to the opposite knee. Other hand floats behind. Inhale, we get really tall, and exhale, we go deep into our twist. Inhale, we float it up. Exhale, draw it down. Get really tall, and then gaze over your shoulder twist. One more time each side. Inhale, up. Exhale, draw it down. Inhale, we get taller. Exhale, we twist deep. Inhale, float up. Exhale, draw it down. Inhale, we're really tall. Exhale, twist deep. Good. Inhale, float it up. Draw down cactus arms, palms face me, and then reach out, press out through the heels of the hands. Make those fists, keep your thumbs out, turn your thumbs behind, open up the chest. Good. Right under left, wrap, 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 give yourself that hug, and then drop chin to chest. Feel the stretch along the back of the neck, and then just roll ear to shoulder as we fill that little pocket that we've made. Back and forth. Loosen up. Head comes back through neutral. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, cactus arms down, palms face me. Reach out, press out through the heels of the hands. Good. Make those fists, turn the thumbs behind, open up the chest. Good. Left under right, wrap, wrap, wrap. Give yourself that hug, drop chin to chest. And then roll ear to shoulder, back and forth. Head floats back through neutral. Inhale, sweep it up. This time palms come together. Bring hands to heart center. Elbow is heading towards either door, and we're feeling that distance between the ears and the shoulders again. Take a nice big inhale right here. And exhale, release. Good. All right, you can pop off your blanket or whatever you're sitting on and find your hands and knees, quadruped pose. You can always pad up your knees. I'm on carpet today, so that gives me a little bit more cushion for here, so we may not need it, but Choose what works best for you. Spread your fingers wide, press the earth away. We're ready for that cat-cow. Drop the chest through the biceps, gaze goes high. Exhale, round, gaze goes towards your belly button. Inhale, press it through. Exhale, round. Keep going with your flow. Remember, your breath guides your movement as we rock back and forth, drawing in through the belly button, pressing the earth away, doing all those great things for our spine, seeing if we can feel each vertebra coming in and out, moving, flexing and extending. Good. Bring it back through neutral. Kick your right leg on back, press into the ball of the foot, wake it up a little bit. Open up the calf and the hamstring. Lift it up, hip height, press through the heel. Lift it up higher, send it over. Use your nose as your guide as you peek around and check out your toes. Good, so we're into a side stretch here. Inhale, lift it back up, press through the heel. Left hand reaches, extend. Good, we're just holding. Gazes straight down, roll the bottom rib under, find a little core connection. Hold, hold, hold. It's like you're ripping the body in half. Fingers are trying to touch one wall, the heel is trying to touch the other. Hold, hold, hold. Good, hand comes down, knee comes down, knees come wide, and then swing back and forth, press into it. Back and forth, press through the hips. One more. Good. Line everything back up. Here we go. Left leg's going back. Press into the ball of the foot. Wake it up. Rock back and forth. Lift it up. Hip height. Find that integrity in the leg. Lift it up. Send it over. Peek around the shoulder and check out the toes coming into our side stretch. Inhale, lift up, press through the heel. Right hand lifts and floats. Reach through the fingertips, reach through the heel. Hips are nice and even. Roll the bottom rib under. Find that core work. Here we go and hold. Keep breathing. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Swing back and forth, press through the hips. All right, line everything back up. Walk your hands to your knees and then slowly roll up. Arms are going to come up and overhead. Good. Draw the shoulders into the sockets. Fingers are high. Palms are facing each other. Right knee is connected to the mat. Knee and hip are in line, and the left leg's going to kick out, so your foot is going to be parallel to your mat. I'm going to turn so that everybody can see. But it'll be just like this. Nice and tall. Good. And then we're going to lean over the long leg, reach, opening up that side body, keeping the shoulder nice and open. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, right hand's coming to the mat, left hand's reaching up and over. Nice long body, long line of energy from the heel out through the fingertips. Inhale, use your core lift up. Exhale, send it back over, big stretch. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, right hand comes down, left hand reaches up and over. This time, squeeze your butt, rock your hips a tiny bit forward. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, reach it over. Inhale, find your lift. Now that right hand's coming a little bit behind you, rocking the hips a tiny bit forward. Let gravity take the top hand, little back bend. No crunchiness in the low back, that's too far. You find what works for you today. Good, open, open, breathe. Left hand's coming back, and then we're walking back to our mat. Leave the leg out and go through cat-cow right here. Round and press. Press through and round. So now we're getting that extra stretch in through the glute with this pose. Two more. Good. Back through neutral spine. We're going to get deeper into it. Kick that left leg forward. Now it's parallel with your hand. right here. And now we're gonna do a little circle. So we come out, over, and around, and I'm coming onto my heel, and I'm making that big circle. I'm pretending there's a dot underneath my pelvis, and I'm drawing a line around it. And we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Switch directions. Here we go. So now we're working that femur head in the hip socket, finding that mobility that we're looking for. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Scoop that leg on back. And then here we go. Let's do the other side. So we're in our quadruped pose. Walk your hands to your knees. Inhale, float it up. Good. Right here. Now the left knee and hip are in line. Right leg's going to kick out nice and long. Good. And then here we go. Reach over the long leg. Extend. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, left hand's coming to the mat. Right hand's reaching up and over. Long line. Extend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach it over. Extend. Inhale, up. Exhale, left hand is down, right hand reaches up and over. Squeeze your butt, rock your hips a tiny bit forward. That's our priming. That's our little test for our next little back bend part. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, send it over. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand's coming a little bit behind you. Rock your hips forward, let gravity take that top hand. Open up the chest, no crunchiness in the low back. Breathe. Here we go, right hand's coming down, walk yourself back around, and now we go through cat-cow. Heart moves forward, and then we round. Keep going, couple more. Good, back through neutral spine. Kick that right leg forward. It's now parallel with your hand. And we're gonna start that little circle here. So here we go. Rock around, coming heel to toe, drawing that line, finding that extend and press. And we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, switch directions. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Leave that foot right there. Now we're going to kick the left foot to meet it. Sink the hips between the legs, and then triceps can come into thighs. Now, if this positioning is not accessible, we lift up a little bit higher and rest our elbows on our thighs and press our booty back. So long body like a football snapper pose. Find what works. We're trying to do flat feet onto the mat. Press in, lift up, use that core connection. Pretend like there's a sheet of paper between your calf and your thighs. And breathe. Couple more breath right here. One more. Good. Bring your hands to your mat. Lift yourself up and then start putting bends into the knees. Rock back and forth. And then heel toe the feet together. And inhale, find your half lift. Make your way to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Exhale, send it down, forward fold. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Shake your head a little bit. Inhale, press your feet into the mat, lift up, arms come up and overhead, and then bring it right back down. Inhale, here's a half lift. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, all the way up, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, right back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. This is our last one. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, draw it right back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, both feet step back. Find your plank, press the earth away. Bring it on down, chaturanga. Remember, there's lots of ways we can do this. We can come all the way down to the mat, hug those elbows in, heart moves high, finding cobra. Exhale, bring it down, press into the hands, send it on back, find your down dog. Start pedaling it out right here. This is the first down dog of our practice. Bring knee to nose, back and forth. Tap the heel, tap the heel. Really bend the knees. Good, now we're gonna find a little stillness with it. So bend the knees generously, connect the chest to the thighs, lift the booty super high to the sky, and then drop the heels as much as they wanna go. Good, inner rotate the thighs, inner thigh to the sky, inner heel to the mat. Shake your head a little bit, no tension there. Right leg's gonna lift up high, open up your hips, heel to buttocks, flex your foot, spread your toes. Press equally into both hands. Close it up, send it forward. Come down onto that left knee, flat of the foot is onto the mat. Sink through the hips, inhale, lift up, low lunge lifted. Breathe. 2 breaths. Release your hands, interlace behind your head, lift up higher. Again, no crunchiness in the low back, that's too far. We're just working a little bit into that heart lift, little upper torso back bend. 1 more breath right here. Unwind. Now we're going to be very tall and straight. Pull in through the belly, lift up, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Hold, 2 breaths here. You'll notice that the legs feel a little bit more engaged and we're pulling everything towards the center line. Slowly drop the hands down to the mat. Activate your back leg, right meets left, and then we're ready for our flow again. Bring it down. We can hover at 90 degrees, flip the feet, find full up dog, pull in through the belly, make our way back to down dog. This time we're just finding stillness here, broadening across the shoulders, shaking the head a little bit. Inhale, exhale. Left leg's gonna lift up high, open up the hips, heel to buttocks, flex the foot, spread the toes. Hang out here, long body, use your obliques. Ready, close it up, send it forward. Right knee's coming down, flat of the foot into the mat, sink through the hips, inhale, lift up high. Good. Hold here, take that breath. We're starting to open up that right hip crease. Now we're ready to release the hands. Hands come behind the head, heart lifts high. Open up the chest. Hang out with it. 2 more breaths. Unwind. Tuck that bottom rib under, find that core connect, lift up a little bit taller, squeeze into the midline. The legs are more active here. Good, 1 more breath. Float the hands down, hands come to the mat, activate the back leg, left meets right. Here we go, bring it down, chaturanga. Use whichever flow works best for you today. Press into the hands, pull in through the belly, make your way back to down dog. Bend the knees, look forward, hop or walk. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, right back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, both feet step back. Now we're going to chaturanga all the way down to our mat. We're going to do that floor work. Rock forward on your toes, nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. Come all the way down. Good. All right. So from here, we want to kind of kick a leg out, get as long as we possibly can. Our hands are right by our chest, but we're not putting any pressure in them. We're going to find our little baby cobra first. So no hands, heart lifts. Exhale, maybe tap your chin onto the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. We've got 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. and 2, and 1, and down. Good. Come up where your hands were, replace that with your elbows. And now you're going to rip your mat in half. We're doing Sphinx pose. Heart lifts up. Arms are very engaged and active. Now if this feels like too much of a back bend, we just drop it down a little bit, but it usually feels pretty comfortable for a lot of people. Keep that breath here, but very activated into the arms, pressing them away from each other. 2 more breaths. Start to turn your right hand out towards the corner of your mat and your left hand out towards the corner of your mat and press into them, lift up. Now this is a more aggressive back bend, so we have to check in with it. No crunchiness. If we do, we need to move ourselves down a little bit. This takes a little bit more muscle engagement. Otherwise, we can be way up here, heart lifted, moving forward. Couple more breaths right here. Good. Bring it on down. We're ready to work the back half of the body. So I like to stack my forearms together here. And then I can even rest my forehead. I'm going to leave my head up just so you can hear me talking. But we're going to work the back half of the body. So we're going to find that little lift as we draw our toes pointed towards the wall behind us. Lift up. See if you can lift all the way to your thighs. And then draw it down. We're going to do 5 of those. That was 1. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. We've got 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Whole body. I'm going to have my arms come out long in front of me. Inhale, everything lifts. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Good. 3 more. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Rest, relax, bring your knees out the width of your mat. Do a little windshield wiper back and forth. Get a little twist into the low back, easing any tension we may have created. Now we're going to work into doing dancer on the floor. So line everything back up, lift a leg, kick it out, lift a leg, kick it out, make your legs as long as possible, and then kick your right heel to buttock. Then I'm going to reach back and I'm going to pull my heel towards my butt, getting that stretch into my quad. Holding, holding. Then I'm going to flip my grip and thumb and big toe come together. So the hand is on the inside of the foot. And then I'm going to push my foot into the hand, hand into the foot, and I'm going to find my bow action. Lifting up, and I'm also opening that right shoulder, and I can look over to the right, finding that length. Good. Nice. Ready? Relax. Opposite side. Here we go. Left heel to buttocks. Reach back. Pull it in. Get that stretch through the quad. Flip your grip, thumb and big toe come together. Foot into hand, hand into foot, find that bow action. Good, heart is leading, opening up that left shoulder, maybe pressing a little bit into the right forearm. Good, and relax. Good, so now we have a choice. We can either do that again, half bow and half bow, or we can do full bow all together. I'm going to show it that way. So here we go, heel to buttocks, heel to buttocks. I reach back with both hands, bring it in. I'm pretending like there's a block between my knees that I have to squeeze so that my knees don't spread away too far. I'm gonna flip my grip, thumb and big toe, thumb and big toe. This could be it, and that is fine, that is bow. Or we push our feet into our hands and our hands into our feet and we find that lift. And maybe we even rock like a boat if it feels comfortable. We can take this in lots of different ways, and I'm squeezing my knees towards each other. Good. Breathe, hold. 2 more breaths. You got this. And relax. Good. Rest your head into your hands and then bring your knees the width of the mat, and then here we've got that windshield wiper back and forth again. So that's a pretty aggressive back bend. So we want to come out of it subtly. So the first thing that we're doing is we're adding this little twist to the low back. What we don't want to do is do a giant forward fold right now. We want to ease into it. So I'm going to bring my hands back by my sides and I'm going to press up, and then I'm going to bring myself back into that quadruped position. And now I'm going to do cat-cow. So I'm in the cow first, and that's the same back bend we just did. And then I'm going to find my cat, and that's my first forward fold, and I check in and see how it feels. And then press through and round. And again, keep with your breath. Two more. Good. Back through neutral spine. Curl your toes under, lift up. Now we're getting into a deeper forward fold by finding our down dog. Maybe we need to pedal it out a little bit. Checking in with it again, seeing how that feels as we actively press our chest back towards our thighs. Broaden across your shoulders, wrap into your armpits. Find some stillness and breathe. We've got 3 breaths here. Good. Look forward, walk forward. Feet come between the hands. Inhale, here's that half lift. Exhale, draw it down, forward fold. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift up high. Hands come up and overhead. Bring hands to heart center. Check in with it there. Good. All right, finding the top of your mat. Here we go, ready to flow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw it down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, both feet step back. Go through that flow, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, send it back, down dog. Broaden across the shoulders, shake your head. Right leg lifts up high. Open up your hips, heel to buttocks. Flex your foot, spread your toes. Ready? Close it up, bring it in. Knee to nose, lift and hold. Kick it back. Send it forward. This time we're staying on the feet. Make sure we're on railroad tracks and not a tightrope. Inhale, lift up, crescent. Good. We don't have to have a super deep stance with this, but I want you to be able to see the pose. So I'm really lengthened out, but know that your shape doesn't have to look this aggressively deep. Take another breath. And then release your hands, interlace behind your head, heart lifts high. We're back into that back bend. Pull into the midline. That's what keeps our stability. Use your core while we're here. We're also using the insides of the thighs to pull in together, keeping that balance. Unwind. Here we go. Roll the bottom rib under. We're very tall now. Hands come to your waist. 1, 2, 3, giddy up. Balance. Flex through your foot. Take those breaths. Now bring heel to buttocks and hold. Get that nice stretch. This is exactly what we did on the ground. Flip your grip. Thumb and big toe come together. Right hand reaches high. Shoulders are nice and open. My heart's leading a little bit. And then I'm slowly letting my gaze shift down my wall as my foot into hand, hand into foot action happens. I'm trying to keep this left hip closed, trying to keep my hips as even as possible. Good. Breathe. If we come out of it, we come out of it, and then we come back to it. You can keep a little bend into that right knee, letting the muscles work. Good. Hold and lift. And relax. Step together, shake it out a little bit. Ready? Here we go. Other side. Inhale, lift up high. Exhale, draw it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, both feet step back. Here's our flow, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts high. Exhale, melt it back.
Drop through the heels, press into the fingertips, broaden across the shoulders, shake your head. No tension there. Left leg's lifting high, open up the hips, heel to buttocks, flex the foot, spread the toes. Press equally into the hands, obliques are working. Good, close it up, bring it in, knee to nose, lift and hold. Kick it back, send it forward. Find your crescent pose, sink through your hips, inhale, lift up high. Draw into that midline. Reaching and holding. One more breath. Release the hands, interlace behind the head, heart lifts high. Cradle the head, get a little bit deeper into that back bend. One more breath, you got it. Unwind, hands come high, roll the bottom rib under. Good, nice and tall, lots of integrity. Hands come to your waist. Ready? 1, 2, 3, giddy up, hold. Find a spot on your wall to focus on. That's your drishti point. That's what's going to help your balance. Here we go, heel to buttocks. Stretch into the quad. Flip your grip, thumb and big toe are coming together. Left hand reaches high. And then here we go, we start to tip down, reaching out, pressing the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot, finding that bow action, working into that dancer pose, keeping the right hip nice and even. Almost there. And here we go. Step together. Nice job. Relax. Shake it out. Getting ready to flow to the mat. Inhale, lift up high. Exhale, draw it down. Inhale, here's our half lift. Exhale, melt it down, get deeper into that forward fold. Press your chest back towards your thighs, shake your head. Let's add a little twist to this. Walk your hands over to the right, little twist. Walk them to the left, little twist. Inhale, back through center, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, both feet step back. Last flow of the day, here we go, chaturanga down. Inhale, heart lifts high. Exhale, pull in through the belly. Make your way back, down dog. Broaden across your shoulders, press your chest back towards your thighs, shake your head. Good, 3 breaths here.